NDA government has been exceeding its budget allocations on gender for each year in the post-COVID period, according to a money control analysis of budget data. Gender budget comprises of programs which have entire outlay going towards women's scheme and those that allocate 30% or more of their outlay to women. The revised spending of Rs 2.7 lakh crore was 15.5% higher than the budget estimate of Rs 2.3 lakh crore for FY24. In fact, since FY21, the government has spent Rs 8.68 lakh crore on the gender budget, 22.9% higher than the budget estimate of Rs 7.1 lakh crore. The government is expected to spend over Rs 3 lakh crore in FY25, making it 6.8% of the total expenditure, almost 2 percentage points higher than what it spent in its first gender budget exercise in FY06. Government spending on women-centric schemes reached its highest level in over a decade in FY25, as the Finance Minister spent over Rs 3 lakh crore on gender budget in July 23. This is also the first time the scheme has crossed an outlay of Rs 3 lakh crore. The government had spent 5.4% of total expenditure on the gender budget in FY24 and 5.2% in the previous year. Average spending on the scheme has been around 5% over the last decade, while gender budget spending moved up to 5.5% within 4 years of first such allocation. It has since remained stagnant around 5%. While gender budgeting was discussed on the international stage in 1970s, it was only at the turn of the millennium that the concept was discussed in the Indian context, with central government considering its inclusion in the budget. In FY06, the Planning Commission introduced the concept of a women's component plan. This plan aimed to allocate a certain percentage of the budget to schemes and programs exclusively for women. The government has issued a separate statement on gender budgeting since 2013-14, with a portal to track the development being developed in FY21. An analysis showed the spending quality has improved over the decade. Spending on the programs that allocate entire budget to women-specific programs has risen faster than other components of the gender budget, which allocates 30% or more of spend to women and those that allocates less than 30%. Programs with a 100% focus have witnessed a 5-fold increase in funding over the last decade, with the introduction of programs like Awas Yojana, which mandates that houses be registered under a women's name or LPG connection to poor household program. The share of such programs at 40.8% was higher in the post-pandemic period compared with 21% in the pre-pandemic era. Further analysis by Money Control shows that discounting for such big-ticket items like PMAY, 100% women-centric scheme had witnessed a higher share of spending in the post-pandemic period compared with the pre-pandemic period.